Hi everyone. I haven't checked out my gouramis for a while, so this is a good time. And while I'm at it, I may as well provide some pros and cons about keeping gouramis for any beginning tropical fish hobbyists out there. Here are all my adult and older juvenile gouramis, and this is not the company they keep. I house my males and females in separate tubs. The color forms in here include the blue opaline, the golden, and the lavender 3-spots. I haven't bred them for a while, so they've just been existing as pets. With respect to the individual fish, I've covered these numerous times in past videos, so I won't go into detail now. I've neither acquired anything new nor lost any, with the exception that I retrieved 2 juvenile lavender 3-spots from a friend who was raising them out from fry, and I'm holding them temporarily until I transfer them to the person who runs the YouTube channel HC Aqua. Hopefully they're close enough in size so that one doesn't start to bully the other. I feel like gouramis are the poor man's arowana. The way they move, they have a sort of undulating snake-like glide through the water, and they have individual personalities, and I guess they do have some cons which makes them not as popular as other aquarium fish, such as you really do need to manage their aggressiveness. They can be quite brutal on each other, especially if the setup is wrong. But for those who are inclined to try and keep them, they can be rewarding, and they are beautiful. On the plus side, for having such a large and showy fish, they really do produce very little waste given their size. If you look at the distance between their mouths and where their anus is, it's a very short distance compared to their total body length. Most of their body length is caudal peduncle. Therefore, their guts, or all the organs that keep the fish alive, that's quite short. And as a result, I've noticed that these fish produce very little waste. For similar sized fish such as cichlids or something in the carp family like goldfish or barbs, they would be creating a lot more waste. Perhaps I best illustrate this with a drawing. So let's see here. If we take a look at how a typical gourami looks, basically you have a long body, and here's the anus, here's the nose, but basically you have a fish that is predominantly caudal peduncle. This length here is all caudal peduncle, and his pectoral fin. Basically this is his guts that lead to producing fish waste. And if you compare that to, say, the other types of popular fish, like say a cichlid, where you have a much longer abdomen and a short caudal peduncle. They have a long dorsal, very short anal fin, ventrals, pectorals, and you have all that being his abdomen and a short caudal peduncle. So you're comparing, a gourami versus a cichlid, quite different body architecture. And the most extreme example, say something in the carp family, or even more extreme, one of our domesticated goldfish with a very exaggerated egg-shaped type body plan. There's a big abdomen here, and anal fins, ventral fins, dorsal, pectorals. You have, all of this being his, waste producing abdomen. very short peduncle. So, gourami basically built like this, small abdomen compared to a cichlid, medium type abdomen, or a most exaggerated domesticated goldfish, a very large abdomen. Not to mention, being members of the anabanthid or labyrinth fish family, they do come up to the surface and breathe atmospheric air. Therefore, they're a little bit more tolerant of water that's depleted oxygen-wise. You should still keep their water clean, however. For my tubs that I run without filters, they're ideally suited for slow-moving or still water. Although for the most part these fish just cruise about and swim very deliberately, when needed or when they want to, they can really move with exceptional speed. Basically, a few flicks of his tail will propel this fish from one end of a 40-inch tub to the other in an instant. You almost can't even see it. Lately it's just been status quo with these gouramis, which isn't bad. Thank you for watching.